cricket. The word itself seems to carry a certain weight, a history. It began not on grand ovals, but in the green fields of southern England. We look back to the 16th century. Shepherds, it is said, were among the first players. They used their crooks as bats. A lump of wool or a small stone served as the ball. The wicket might have been a simple tree stump or a sheep pen gate. This was a pastime born of rural life, a simple diversion from the day's toil. It was a game of the people, long before it became a sport of kings and empires. The echoes of those early games still whisper on the village greens. The game slowly took shape. Early rules were unwritten, passed down by word of mouth. Bats were curved, resembling hockey sticks. Bowlers delivered the ball underarm, rolling or skimming it along the ground. Imagine those early contests, rough perhaps, but filled with a raw enthusiasm. Communities gathered to watch their local heroes. The crack of wood on leather, even then, must have held a certain magic. These were the foundational moments. The very first steps on a long, fascinating journey. The game was finding its feet, its voice, its unique rhythm in the English countryside. A pivotal moment arrived with the Hambledon Club in Hampshire. This was in the 18th century. Hambledon was more than just a village team. It became a focal point for cricket's development. They played on Broad Halfpenny Down. The club attracted the best players of the era. They also played a crucial role in codifying the laws of cricket. This brought a new level of organisation and consistency. The game began to shed its purely rustic image. It started to look more like the sport we recognise today, a structured contest of skill and strategy. From these humble beginnings, the spirit of cricket was forged. It was a game that demanded patience. It required skill, both with bat and ball. It fostered a sense of fair play, the famed spirit of cricket. Early players, whose names are now lost to time, laid the groundwork. They established the traditions. They instilled the passion that would carry the game forward. Their legacy is immense. It is the bedrock upon which centuries of cricketing history have been built. This ancient game was just beginning its remarkable story. The British Empire, vast and sprawling, became cricket's great conveyor. As British influence spread across the globe, so did their games. Soldiers, sailors and colonial administrators carried cricket with them. They took it to the Caribbean islands. They introduced it to the Indian subcontinent. It travelled to Australia, New Zealand and South Africa. The game found new homes in diverse lands. It was a piece of England transplanted far away. Yet it soon took on local colours, adapting to new climates and cultures. This expansion was not planned, it was organic. The first officially recognised international cricket match was not between England and Australia. It was played between the United States and Canada. This happened in 1844, a surprising fact for many. However, the most enduring international rivalry soon began. England played Australia in 1877. This match, held in Melbourne, is considered the first test match. The term test signified the rigorous examination of each team's abilities. From this contest, the legend of the Ashes was born. A tiny urn, said to contain the ashes of a burnt bale, became the ultimate symbol of this fierce rivalry. In the colonies, cricket took root with astonishing speed and fervour. In India, local princes and the populace embraced the game. It became a national passion. In the West Indies, cricket became an expression of identity and flair. Each region developed its own unique style. Australian cricket was known for its toughness and competitive spirit. New Zealanders brought a quiet determination. South Africans showed resilience. The game was no longer solely English. It was becoming a global language, spoken with different accents, but with a shared understanding of its core principles. Domestic competitions began to flourish in these new cricketing nations. The Sheffield Shield in Australia, the Ranji Trophy in India, the Plunket Shield in New Zealand. These tournaments nurtured local talent. They built strong foundations for international success. The passion witnessed in the colonies often rivaled and sometimes surpassed that seen in England. The seeds of future cricketing powerhouses were being sown. The game was truly on its way to becoming a worldwide phenomenon, far removed from its quiet English origins. These tournaments became the proving grounds for future legends. The 20th century saw Test cricket solidify its place as the pinnacle of the game. This was the era of timeless tests, matches played to a finish, however long it took. Legends walked the earth. Sir Donald Bradman of Australia set records that still astound. His batting average of 99.94 remains an almost mythical figure. England had its heroes too, like Wally Hammond and Len Hutton. The West Indies produced the three W's: Weekes, Worrell and Walcott. These players captivated audiences. They elevated cricket to an art form. Their exploits filled newspapers and fueled conversations across the cricketing world. Then came a seismic shift. Limited overs cricket arrived. The first one-day international, ODI, was played almost by accident in 1971. Rain had washed out a test match in Melbourne. Officials decided to play a one-day game instead. It proved incredibly popular. The ODI format introduced a new urgency. It demanded faster scoring and attacking bowling. The Prudential World Cup, first held in 1975, captured the public's imagination. Cricket was evolving, becoming more accessible and commercially viable. This new format brought a different kind of drama and excitement to the grounds. Rules, too, underwent significant changes over the decades. Overarm bowling, once illegal, became the standard in the mid-19th century. This fundamentally altered the balance between bat and ball. Covered pitches were introduced, leading to more consistent playing surfaces. Safety equipment improved dramatically. Batsmen began wearing helmets and other protective gear. This allowed them to face fast bowling with greater confidence. The introduction of the third umpire, using television replays, aimed to reduce umpiring errors. These changes reflected a game adapting to new pressures and possibilities. The most recent revolution has been the advent of T20 cricket. This ultra-short format, with each team batting for just 20 overs, arrived in the early 2000s. It was designed for speed, power and non-stop action. T20 brought in a new younger audience. It emphasized explosive batting and innovative bowling. Traditionalists sometimes worried about its impact on Test cricket, but T20's popularity was undeniable. It changed how players approached the game, demanding new skills and a fearless attitude. The sound of the ball hitting the boundary boards became even more frequent. The rise of domestic T20 leagues has reshaped the cricketing landscape. The Indian Premier League, IPL, stands as the most prominent example. Launched in 2008, the IPL attracted global superstars. It offered unprecedented financial rewards. Similar leagues like Australia's Big Bash League and the Caribbean Premier League followed suit. These leagues created new allegiances. Players from different countries teamed up. Global viewership for these tournaments soared. Cricket became a year-round spectacle with high-stakes matches played in packed stadiums under floodlights. This era brought a new level of professionalism and entertainment. Technology continues to play an increasingly vital role. The Decision Review System, DRS, incorporating tools like Hotspot and Snicko, has given players a mechanism to challenge umpires' decisions. Broadcast technology has also advanced remarkably. Multiple camera angles, super slow-motion replays, and expert commentary enhance the viewing experience. Hawkeye ball tracking predicts the trajectory of deliveries. These innovations bring fans closer to the action. They also add layers of analysis and debate, making the game more engaging for a tech-savvy audience. The modern game is intertwined with these digital aids. Cricket's global reach continues to expand, albeit slowly. Associate nations like Afghanistan, Ireland and the Netherlands have made significant strides. They have challenged established teams and earned respect. Efforts are ongoing to introduce cricket to new territories. The United States, China and parts of Europe are seen as potential growth markets. However, challenges remain. The game requires specific infrastructure. Its complexities can be a barrier to new fans. Balancing the growth of the game with the preservation of its traditions is a constant task for administrators. Today, cricket stands as a truly global sport. It boasts a passionate following numbering in the billions. The game juggles three distinct international formats: the historical gravitas of Test cricket, the established excitement of ODIs, and the relentless energy of T20s. Its future looks bright, but it must continue to adapt. Issues like player workload, the sustainability of Test cricket, and ensuring a fair distribution of resources are ongoing concerns. Yet, the fundamental appeal of bat versus ball, of skill, strategy and drama endures. The journey from English pastures to global stadiums is a testament to cricket's timeless charm.